Hi, this is Michael Becker, and in this Tinderbox lesson, we're going to do part 3 of our Simple Gradebook Tinderbox efforts. So let me go ahead and jump in and show you. All right, so here's what you see right now. This is part 3 of our Tinderbox Gradebook. And if you recall, we have part 1 and part 2 out there in the Tinderbox forum, so be sure to go and check those out. And in part 2, what we did is we demonstrated how to import an Excel spreadsheet into Tinderbox. So that's how we got this method 1B set of student notes. And in the effort that John had suggested, John had said, but occasionally, about 2 or 3 times a semester, I will export more and more notes out of my online classroom tool that is capturing and tracking the grades for particular students. And so what we wanted to be able to do was be able to update the attribute values of these notes based on an imported spreadsheet. Now, I had absolutely no idea how to do that when I kind of came up with this question after publishing the part 2 lesson last week. So I put out into the Tinderbox forum a forum note, updating one's note attributes with an attribute value of another note has the same name. So immediately after publishing the part 2 training last week, I went out to the Tinderbox forum and asked, how does one go about doing that? And lo and behold, one of our Tinderbox community members, Summer Gerard, provided us with a simple AppleScript on how to do that. So I want to be able to, in the rest of the class, in this particular lesson, show you what's going on there. So let me close this value. And first, let me demonstrate what's happening. So we have our Class 1B notes, as we showed before. And let's say we've downloaded this Excel spreadsheet from our student list. And let's say that this spreadsheet actually has a new set of assignments. So let's say we had an assignment called 09, and there, all of the students got, these students got 6.5, these students got 7, a couple of students got 0. Let's say these students did particularly well and got a 10. So I'm just kind of demonstrating and showing you that different students got different grades or values on that particular. Let's say these people didn't turn it in, so they got 0. Okay, and so what we want to do is we've got this the spreadsheet that has student values, and that's sitting out here on the hard drive. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag that over into Tinderbox. Okay, so there's the imported spreadsheet, and you'll see here are the values of all, and there's these A09 attribute, which didn't exist in our Tinderbox before, but as we've explained, when you import a new spreadsheet into Tinderbox, if an attribute is not recognized, Tinderbox will automatically create it for you. So you'll see that we have all of these, and because I have the imported spreadsheet adopting the prototype file for that note, you'll see that these notes are taking on all of those that prototype's edicts as well, and so the names are changing. Now, because we have the new attributes, let's go ahead to student 1B, that prototype, and you'll see we've got a new attribute, A9. So let's go ahead and now add it, and because we imported it into the spreadsheet, Tinderbox has actually created it, and we can actually automatically put that in. And now if we go and look at the 1B students, you'll see here that A9 is not part of some. It is for some of them, but not for all of them, because some of these students, I've manually tweaked their displayed attributes, and so it lost inheritance. So if I go ahead and hit reset, you'll see that these are all now showing the A9 assignment. So now what you're seeing here is I've got in my class 1B, all of the students show the assignment A9, but they're now all zero value notes. And if I look at the imported spreadsheet, you'll see these students with the exact same name, SS001, has the A9 value. Now what we want to do is have, using AppleScript provided by Summer, have these notes in our Tinderbox file adopt the values that are coming from the spreadsheet. So here's the file that AppleScript that Summer has provided us, which you can download from the community website. I'll also put it up as part of this class on the lecture. And here's the forum URL for that too. Now, what we're going to do, and again, I don't really know anything about AppleScript, so let me show you a few things. One is you can find AppleScript if you go to your Finder, and I'll show you that. Let's open up my Finder, and you go to Applications, and you scroll down to Applications, Utilities. You'll see that Tinderbox, or I mean not Tinderbox, Apple has this application called Script Editor. So you can double click on that, and that will open your script editor. If you then in Preferences, go to Preferences, you can have the script editor actually show up in the menu here on your computer as well. And so let's see where my I think I need to. Oh, it's on one of my larger screens now. So you'll see that I've got too many apps open up here. So maybe if I go like this, click away. Where is the script menu? Let me go here, back to the script editor. Yeah, I've just got too much open up here, so it's not showing. But if you have less items, you'll see the little script icon show up, and you'll be able to pull the drop-down menu from there as well. And this is a basic script. Now, what's going to happen is, if you want to create a new script, you can simply go to New, and you're going to get a blank script like this. And let me go back to the forum and show you how that works. I'll pull up a browser here, and I'll go grading. All right. Okay, and so now I'm going to pull over the browser. I just went to the community forum, and I found this. Scroll through here, and you'll notice throughout the community forum we're all talking about using these different scripts, and you'll see here that Summer has provided this AppleScript. So all I need to do is copy this like this. So copy all of this script up to here, hit copy, move that out of the way, come here, hit paste. And then what I tend to do, just so I can show you this, just so I can remember where it came from, is I'll right mouse click on this link here, click copy link, and then I will paste it in the description here so I know where I got that AppleScript from. And then I'm going to go up to File and Save, and it's going to ask me where do I want to save it. And so I'm going to want to save it in my AppleScripts folder, and don't really remember where that is at this point, so I'm not going to waste our time here, but you can go ahead and save it to your AppleScript folder, wherever that happens to be on your hard drive, and hit save. Now, I've already done that, so I'm going to go ahead and hit delete, and I'll use the one that I have. So here's the AppleScript folder that we have, and to run Summer's script, all we need to do is add the new attribute to the script. So let me read what you're seeing here. So we're going to add 809 assignment as the new assignment. We'll hit save. And so let me read what's happened here in the script. Again, I don't know how to write AppleScript myself yet. I am learning. But it's basically saying the old container, in this case, in the one named method 1b, if you want to have a different container name, you just change this in the AppleScript. To the new container, which is the name of the Excel spreadsheet or the CVS file that we just imported, and the notes that we want to have the attribute values updated from. This is all you need to change when you want to run the script. And so you notice here how I put in the A09. So now if we go back to our file and we just go ahead and run the script, hit run. Okay. This script is now running. Let's give it a few minutes to run and say, okay, it says double check that it's running. The reason why it's saying double check is he's built in some code here to let me know that I've got a student in my list here that says 0026, but that student doesn't actually exist here. So he's got some error checking. Someone's got some error checking that's been built in. And now if we go look at the notes, you'll actually see, let's reset this notes, inherited attributes, and you'll now see 009 has 6.5. 6.5, some of them have 0, there's 7. Yeah, there's the students that have 10. So this is a really cool thing. I mean, it's amazing, and it shows you the power of Tinderbox in that what you're able to do is essentially using this AppleScript, import a spreadsheet and update the attributes values of existing notes that have the same name associated with that spreadsheet. So that's one way to do it, and hopefully, John, that makes sense, and you'll get value from it. Another thing I wanted to demonstrate to you in this part 3 of the lesson is last time we showed you that all of our assignments were using one prototype called called graded item. Well, the other thing you can do too is create individual prototypes for each of those items. So you can call them projects, exams, and use the badge icons. You can change badge icons just by clicking the little plus button next to an item, and you can change the icons that are displayed here. So if I wanted to change that badge item to a person, I could, and you can see that's how that's done. And so if you go up here now to 2A and I look at the different assignments, you see these assignments don't have any of those icons. Within the method 2, you'll see I've gone ahead and made those assignments actually adopt those prototypes. So the nice thing about doing that is now I can visually and semantically see, okay, that's a quiz, this is a paper, that's an exam, so I can, and this is a project, so I can very quickly see semantically, visually what the different assignments are, and they also adopt their the prototype values there, and then you can then use that later to help you with searching and a whole variety of other really unique and exciting ways to effectively use Tinderbox. So again, incrementally evolving from what we showed in part 1 to now part 3, I've evolved this file to go from having graded items all be the same prototype to now graded items being the type of item that they are associated with. And then now that we've, by the way, imported in the spreadsheets, I can just delete that because we don't need it anymore. And then next time I import a new spreadsheet, I can import it in, run this AppleScript, and the notes will be updated. And then when we get to part 4 of the Simple Gradebook lessons, next week I'll show you actually how to add educational rubrics to your grading strategy. And then I think for the gradebook lesson plans will be done for a while. Maybe there'll be a part 5 when we think about exporting and sending reports to students. But hopefully that it makes a lot of sense to everybody, and you get value out of that. Thank you very much. Bye.